I'm going to come with prices on the shares after halftime, but I know that half the gains were paired off of the stocks, the big ones, during the course of the day, and that's profit-taking, and we've had a big week, and it's not unexpected, and I'm sure the government's in there shorting, too. At one point, Agnico was up over $4, and it's now up $2 or something like that. And so we'll have those prices for you because I know a lot of you own the stocks. Melody, before I get into these questions, do you have anything to tell us on the Mint State graded numismatic coins? Any special good buys out there right now?
They're all good buys. I told people to pick up that 63 Saint. I mean, that's moved over $100 in a month. And so a good, very good move on those 63 Saints. They're becoming a little bit in tight supply, so you have to be careful. We can still sell some of those. The price on those today would be $17.10. On the 63 Saint would be $17.10. The 64 Saint, the price on that today would be running $1,900. So both of those are good buys. The Liberties, the 63 Liberty came down somewhat from its high, about $300. So in a limited supply, most of your Liberties are all in limited supply. So just any of them, whatever fits your budget, they're all great buys. And remember, the market is just as tight as, and it's not going to take a whole lot for them to recapture the gains that they recently had.
How about the price on the gold and silver eagles on the offered side of the market?
The premiums come down again a little bit due to the softness. We've experienced the softness. The whole industry has since about, April 15th, 1st of April 15th, when tax time. So the premiums did come down. There's no delays in any of the product at all. So
you're talking 3 weeks?
No, probably less than that.
Mm-hmm.
Usually my turnaround time. When I talk about my turnaround time, sure, there's always someone or, where something might get mislaid or, maybe the payment didn't get in here for 10 days or something like that. For the average, for 95% of our trades, they're processed within 15 working days of their commitment. So, we have a very fast turnaround time.
I have, so what are the price, give me the price on, and this is an approximate offered price, of the Gold Eagles.
Gold Eagles, you're looking at about $1,058.
And how about the Austrian 100s?
I'd have to get a current quote price on those. I'd have to get a current.
I'm just curious, because I think aren't they the cheapest bullion buy in the coins of approximately an ounce?
Yeah, probably. You could probably get, it depends, 1 minute you can get them and the next minute you can't. I mean, Krugerrands are available. They're pretty cheap. They'd be running at about $1,030.
Well, how about the Centenarios?
You always have to get price quotes on that. I mean, I don't recommend any of that stuff, I think for bullion buyers, you buy Gold Eagles, Maple Leaves, or Krugerrands. If you want fractional pieces, you can get the 1/10 ounce Philharmonic. Usually they're available. They were a little tight there for a while, and then go into the Swiss or the British sovereigns if you have to have small fractional pieces, or even the circulated $5 Liberty. $5 Liberty, even in a circulated condition, is a great coin to buy for small coins. And you have to remember, a lot of these foreign gold coins, they don't have a quarter ounce or a fifth of an ounce. It's almost. And I hear every day people call me, well, I have this quarter ounce Swiss franc or a quarter. They're not quarter ounces. And if you purchase one or two, it doesn't make a difference. But if you purchase a substantial amount, that little bit makes a big difference. So, just be careful in what you purchase and what you're told.
I got an order, I got a letter this morning from one of the subscribers in Amsterdam, and he was buying, I forget what they were called, golden trekkers or something like that, which are, a small Dutch coin.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said I couldn't get enough of those, so I bought some Swiss francs and German marks, sovereigns, and some, evidently they have silver coins in Holland. And then he bought some silver bars that were from Canada. It just shows you, he didn't buy a lot, maybe $10,000 or $15,000. But it just goes to show you that there's still not a lot of variety available at least in Amsterdam. And we get a lot of commentary from European subscribers who, like some Americans, are perpetual coin buyers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure you have people that come in once a month and buy coins.
Yes, we do.
And I do the same thing.
Yep.
I've done it for years and years, and it's the best way to accumulate. We're looking at a major breakout here. Now, you've got to read the column, the first paragraph of my issue tomorrow, and it explains to you exactly what you should do. It's not only in coins and in shares, but other things. And my last sentence is, you have been warned, act accordingly. I believe that in the next 2 to 4 months, I think there might be a devaluation of the dollar, or maybe even worse. And there's all sorts of things going on. Silver's up 51 cents, gold's up $18. And so I can't tell you strongly enough, buy while you can. Buy while you can. You do not want to have CDs, cash value insurance policies, annuities, bonds. The interest rates are going up. Your bonds will go down. Stocks in the stock market, you do not want to have them with the exception of gold and silver shares. And, of course, you don't want to own any kind of real estate with the exception of the house that you live in. And this, I think, is the last opportunity. Something big is going on. Something very big. And I don't know exactly what it is. I'm guessing at dollar devaluation. Today we traded down to around 79.30. What do you have the USDX now? And while you're looking for it, the USDX is 6 currencies versus the dollar, and they're weighted. And like the euro makes up 55% of the group, and so on. I have the figures here someplace, but I'm not going to dig them out.
I'm showing it at 79.33, Bob.
Well, that came down and revisited right near the lows on the day. And that meant that there either wasn't any short covering or the tremendous selling pressure continued right into the end of the session.